We think there is a bug in Google Merchant Center and/or Shopify. First, I'll present my conclusions, and then I'll show how I arrived at these conclusions and proved that the problem is somewhere in between the Shopify feed and/or Google Merchant Center. I suspect that an AI might be doing this. So if the AI is the one checking the feed and the shipping settings, it's maybe not understanding what the rules are for first-class mail. Problem one we think is simple, and that is the weight of shipping containers isn't being considered in the feed. Problem two is 1-pound products are being sent over in the Shopify feed with invalid shipping options, meaning USPS first class package isn't available on products over 1 pound, but somehow they're making it into the feed with the USPS first class package option when they shouldn't. 1-pound products are being checked using invalid shipping options, specifically the USPS first class package. What this creates is a shipping mismatch error where all of our products become suspended in Google Merchant Center. This, of course, inevitably results in the entire Shopify feed being suspended, and we're not sure which products are the problem. Notice here how prior to this suspension, we enjoyed 5,300 or so products that were perfectly fine, and there was only a small number of items, about 120 to 130, that had a disapproval status because they didn't have a GTIN. And for years we ran our campaign with no issues. But it's clear that on right around April 25th or 26th, something happened over in between these two systems where all of our products suddenly became disapproved. And the problem here is it's not just the products that have the shipping mismatch. Google Merchant Center disapproved our entire feed. The next step in the chain is, of course, GoogleAds suspends our entire product feed, which comes from Google Merchant Center. So now we can't run any of our advertising campaigns that use Google Shopping-based product feeds. It should be noted that in the last 3 years, our business model has been the same. We've connected Shopify to Merchant Center and Google Ads, and we advertise our products on the Google Shopping Network through Google Ads, and have done so for several years. This brings us to the series of emails Google Merchant Center has been automatically sending to us. Starting around April 26th, and now it's May 10th, we've continually got these emails telling us our feed is incorrect. Now our suspension started on the 26th, and it's been a week now of us working through this trying to guess what the problem might be, but we do believe we've discovered it. We're told in the email that inaccurate shipping costs are the reason for our suspension, due to inconsistent shipping costs between your feed, which comes from Shopify, and the checkout pages on your website. Let's investigate this. First, let's get some facts on the table. The maximum weight for a first-class mail package is 13 ounces. A package exceeding 13 ounces is then classified as a priority mail item. Next up, 13 ounces is 368.544 grams. Next up, 1 pound is exactly 453.592 grams. This means that 1 pound items don't fit into first-class mail packages, which are limited at 13 ounces, because 13 ounces is 368 grams, and that is less than 453. Therefore, I have thus demonstrated that a 1 pound item does not classify to be shipped as a USPS first-class mail package. So it became clear to us that at some point in time, right around April 25th or 26th, either Google and or Shopify decided to start sending products in the feed over to Merchant Center that say they can be shipped first class when they can't. And we believe these are 1 pound products because about 1,100 of our items are disapproved at this point in time. And even though we never get a full list of all the products that have this problem, we were able to investigate this, and it is true that about 1,100 products are exactly 1 pound. Allow me to demonstrate this. We exported our entire product sheet, which from Shopify is 44,000 rows, and we carefully isolated only the products that are about 1 pound, and we noticed that products on this list are the ones that Google continually sends over in the offending email list, and they all have one thing in common. Do you notice it? 453.592 grams, exactly 1 pound products. It should be noted here that we did a whole investigation on whether or not packages used to calculate shipping rates at checkout were causing a problem for us. And after a lot of testing, it seems like these package weights don't make it into the consideration between Shopify and Google. But for our purposes, to keep things simple here in this demonstration, we're going to set this poly bag to 0 pounds. And this package will be used to calculate shipping rates at checkout, which rate the first class rate. So it's important to note that we looked into this and our poly bag is now set to 0 pounds. Next up, it should be noted that we are using the default Shopify settings for the Google channel, which include adding our shipping settings, where our shipping settings are automatically imported, and this is how our store has been set up from the start. This means that our shipping settings will automatically import from Shopify over into Google. It should then also be noted here in Merchant Center. We have those shipping settings here, and they do correctly import. Here's the one we're going to focus on. Carrier-based USPS first class package. This should only trigger when a product is under 13 ounces, which is exactly 368.544 grams. Let us then demonstrate why these email violations we're getting are incorrect. And it's not because of what we're doing, it's something with either Shopify and or Google Merchant Center identifying products that don't belong in first class shipping as being available for first class shipping and creating a violation. The first one we will example is this product here. According to this Google warning, this product has a shipping rate on the landing page of $12.03. But in the data feed, which we believe comes from Shopify, it's being told it's available to ship for $8.64. And that's to this particular zip code here. Let's see if we can get these things to trigger on our website. Here is the product within Shopify, and its true weight here is 1.1 pounds, just over 1 pound. So trying to track down the $12.03 price, we see that if we place this product into our cart and attempt to ship it to the zip code Google tested against, UPS Ground comes up for $12.03, as it should. Notice here how first class mail from United States Post Office, USPS First Class, is not available on this page. So that solves this first mystery. Value on landing page, $12.03. Where did Google get that from? Clearly, it got it from our Shopify shipping page on checkout when tested against this zip code. But what about this value in data feed? Where is $8.64 possibly coming from? Well, here's where it gets interesting. After a lot of digging and testing and messing around with settings, I decided to change the weight to this product to be just under 1 pound. And in other products where we found the weight was under 1 pound or 1 pound exactly, the same problem I'm about to demonstrate occurs. So I'll set this to just less than a pound. How about 0.9, and we'll save this product. Well, that's interesting. There's where the $8.64 mysterious price is coming from, this USPS first class package. So by manipulating the weights to amounts that are less than 1 pound, it turns out we can indeed get this number to appear, but remember, this is a product that is 1 pound and over. Now it's important to note that 0.9 pounds is still 408 grams, and that is still more than the amount that a product could be shipped in a first class package according to the USPS website, which is 13 ounces. And remember, 13 ounces is 368 grams. So even if our product did weigh 0.9 pounds, 408 grams, that's bigger than 368 grams. It's bigger than 13 ounces, which means it still doesn't qualify for this 13 ounce package limitation to be mailed as a first class package item. So let's start to wrap this up here. We haven't just tested this one time, we've tested this hundreds of times since the beginning of April when we first started getting warnings and all the way into the actual account suspension. And time again we find strange things. We find that this value in the data feed option that Google Merchant Center tells us is a problem can't be found anywhere in Shopify. We've also found strange things happening in Google Merchant Center. For example, here's the test I just ran today for 78701 on this product, and it seems like it correctly determines USPS first class mail isn't available. But let me show you a screenshot from an earlier test. last month in several chat sessions and videos to clearly accompany and document the bug. We find this exact same product, which has never been 13 ounces, it's always been over 1 pound, with this zip code that Google provided in an email triggering the USPS first class mail option, which it never should have. Interestingly, today, when I go to test this exact same product with the new zip code that Google Merchant Center has provided, thankfully, I see this bug maybe has been corrected on Google Merchant Center. This is the first time we now see USPS first class mail has no rate available. Here's where things get weird though. Yet again, in the most recent list of violations, we are told that this product, which has never qualified for first class mail because it has never been under 13 ounces, is yet again being sent over with a value of $8.64 in the data feed from Shopify that claims it could be shipped first class mail. And the only way we were able to trigger this was by manipulating the product weight to 0.9 pounds, and even then, 0.9 pounds is not enough to qualify a product to be shipped through first class mail. It must be 13 ounces, and 0.9 pounds is greater than 13 ounces. So let's quickly recap this and wrap it up here. The violations that were sent says the value of shipping on the landing page is $12.03. The value in the data feed is $8.64 when sent to this zip code. When this product is set to 1.1 pounds, we are able to trigger UPS Ground for $12.03, but Shopify does not display the USPS first class. If we manipulate this product weight to 0.9 pounds, Shopify does display the first class package for $8.64, but notice how $12.03 doesn't appear on this page. The rule for first class mail packages is 13 ounces. 13 ounces is 368 grams. 1 pound is 16 ounces. That means 1 pound is 453 grams. 1.1 pounds is 498 grams. And even 0.9 pounds is 408 grams. Therefore, none of the products that I have demonstrated or tested in this case qualify for first class mail packages. And at no point in time should they have a value in the data feed that correlates with first class mail packages, nor should Google be testing us and judging us or suspending us based on this value in the data feed, because no product that is above 13 ounces is available for first class mail, and it seems that the Google Merchant Center system has been updated to now detect this here in the carrier testing tool. After careful examination of every sample that Google has delivered to us, we find that the violations occur on products that are 0.8, 0.9, 1 pound, 1.1 pounds, and in this 453 gram range, which, mind you, should never trigger first class shipping because the restriction is 13 ounces, which is 368 grams. All of these products that are being triggered are 400 grams or above. So what we've been doing here is painstakingly taking every single one of those 1,100 products and placing them onto a list called Not Available for First Class, where one at a time we add them in here, which, mind you, we shouldn't have to do. The only change we've made to our system is we set our polybag to 0 pounds. Previously, our polybag was set to 0.01 pounds, but even if that polybag was 0.1 pounds or 0.01 pounds, at no point in time is that enough of a weight to classify or misclassify a product to be available in a lower weight class for first class mail shipping. Because first class mail is 13 ounces, which is 368 grams. In closing, taking a long-standing Google Ads account that has been running for years and suspending all of the shopping products that were delivered through Merchant Center because of a bug in Merchant Center is unfair. Furthermore, it is wrong to then suspend every product on our list because of this bug. In other words, we don't think we should have to delete first-class shipping, nor should we create offsets or lie about our product weights or our package weights. We should be able to provide high-quality data that is true, which we are doing, and it's clear to us that we've demonstrated this bug and this problem since April. And now, shutting us down completely for this bug in the system, we believe is unfair, and therefore we'd like to ask you to lift this suspension and or work with Shopify to correct the issue. we're doing it right. We're providing the true information about the weight of our products, the weight of our packages, our handling fees, and the feed is handled by Shopify and processed by Merchant Center. Therefore, we should not be experiencing a suspension here because of a problem deeper within these systems. And that's a wrap. Thanks for watching, and thank you for your consideration. Please lift our suspension.